Greetings and welcome to HLS 850, Foundations of Cybersecurity Management here at Eastern Kentucky University. My name is Dr. Ryan Bagg and I'm going to be your instructor of record during this upcoming 6-week journey. Now with the 6-week course instead of the traditional 8-week course, it's essential that you stay on task for the next 42 days to ensure successful course completion. Now this is the first graduate course in the College of Justice and Safety dealing with cybersecurity, and I'm very excited to teach it. It's an interesting and challenging time to be working in the cybersecurity field. By and large, research indicates that cybercrime is on the rise. News headlines support these findings as major companies find themselves in the crosshairs of cyber attacks. As such, a few statistics to grab your attention. Cybercrime damages they're going to reach $6 trillion annually. 23% of Americans are going to be cybercrime victims, and the United States, well, we hold the first place in the ranks of the top countries that are targeted for cybersecurity attacks. It goes without saying that I feel very strongly about the course since it affects every single person. Given the complex nature of cybersecurity, do not fear if you're not a big fan of technology. Prerequisite knowledge in cybersecurity nor any pre-existing technical skills are required for the course. It's been developed to provide more of a situational awareness to practitioners on how to better safeguard the nation's critical cyber infrastructure. During the next few moments, I'll overview the course, discuss a few logistical issues. While this introduction video is not going to be the most exciting information that you've ever heard, I promise you it's going to be well worth your time. So stay tuned, and hopefully this will help you tremendously during the course. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, before we get too much further into our discussion, allow me to tell you a little bit about myself. Regarding education, I've got a bachelor's and master's degree in criminal justice. In 2012, I obtained my terminal degree, a doctorate in educational leadership and policy studies. Now, as you're going to see, my education has complemented my professional experiences, which also apply to the course. With regard to professional background, I currently serve as an associate professor of Homeland Security, and I also serve as the program's coordinator for the Homeland Security program. This position came after 10 years of teaching in an adjunct capacity. Now, from 1999 to 2011, I worked in and subsequently led a research and service center here at EKU called the Justice and Safety Center. The center led federal grants from agencies such as the United States Department of Homeland Security and the United States Department of Justice. In this role, I served as a certified contractor for the agencies with a public trust designation. Last, while obtaining my undergraduate degrees, I also worked 3 years at a university police department. Now, at this point in time, it's very customary for you to tell me and your fellow students about yourself. Now, instead of that normal discussion board stuff that we're going to do further in the class, we're going to use a technology called VoiceThread to provide a way to connect with each other in an online environment. Now, it's likely that many of you have used the technology before. If you haven't, no big deal. VoiceThread tutorials are available on the site. You can use voice, video, or standard text to reply to 4 questions that I'm going to ask you that are posted within VoiceThread. With that said, I'd love to see everyone utilize a webcam and microphone to complete the exercise. This will allow me to put your face to your name. However, if that's not possible, others in the past would just use audio. Finally, if none of these things are possible, I guess standard typing will have to suffice. I also wanted to encourage you to go into the VoiceThread options and turn off the notifications. If you don't do that, you're going to receive an email every time someone posts in that thread. Believe me, you don't want that to happen to you. So be creative, have fun with it. So please pause the video at this time and take some time to complete that activity. Welcome back. I believe that activity is going to be important for you in an online course, but maybe even later in life. So let's spend some time talking about the syllabus. Make sure you have that document pulled up in front of you on the screen or printed out or whatever you want to do. And let's cover some finer points. The course description's there. Basically, this is the essence of what we're going to be covering during the course. Let me reiterate one more time. It's perfectly normal if these concepts are new to you. We'll be building a foundation each week upon these points. Now, with regard to the course textbook, this was one of the most difficult tasks I had in developing the course. After reviewing over a dozen books, I just couldn't justify your expense of one book for a 6-week course. Not only did the decision deal with finances, but mainly had to deal with the inability of finding one book that covered the myriad of topics that I wanted to touch on in the next 6 weeks. Therefore, the syllabus is going to identify the readings required each week. Please ensure that you read all the required readings due to the fact that they'll not only be necessary to complete coursework in HLS 850, but they're also going to add to your understanding of cybersecurity. Next, let's talk about the student learning outcomes in HLS 850. Through the primary lesson, the learning activities, assessment activities, it's anticipated that you're going to be able to complete many activities by the conclusion of the course. While I'm not going to read those outcomes to you, you'll likely notice a logical progression throughout the course. We're going to start with an overview of cybersecurity and its many components. From there, we're going to move on to frameworks and legislation, laws that help students continue to build the foundation from there. Next, we're going to spend some time on cyber threats and vulnerabilities, with the following week looking at safeguards and countermeasures in the areas of prevention, response, and recoveries. Then we're going to end the course with a look at public-private collaboration in the field and look at a few trending issues in cyber that I'm pretty excited to talk about. As I'm sure most of you knew before signing up for the course, HLS 50 is a completely online course. It's facilitated by the Blackboard Course Management System. This course is referred to as asynchronous, basically meaning that you can access the course, read the materials, and submit deliverables whenever it's convenient for you. There's not going to be any regularly scheduled meetings, in person or otherwise, in this course. I'm also assuming that most of you, if not all of you, are familiar with Blackboard. Should you have any problems with the site, feel free to contact EKU's Blackboard Technical Support at 859-622-3000. Additionally, those of you who've taken my courses before know that there are a few helpful actions you can take if you have the need to email me. First, make sure you put the course ID, HLS 850, as the first letters in the subject when you email. You can follow that with a distinctive subject such as HLS 850 Discussion Board 1. Also, please note that it is university policy for you to use your assigned EKU email address when you email me. No Gmails, Hotmails, or any other types of mails other than your EKU address. Relatedly, I can usually get back to you within a day, but that depends on the time of day and what day of the week you send me the email. Like you, I like to take time off and interact with family and friends on the weekends. However, I do monitor my email all the time, and if I feel like your question can wait till Monday, I'll probably let it sit for a day or so. Next, make sure you submit your assignments to Blackboard, not to my EKU email account. Last, if you should have a private matter, a private nature, don't broadcast that information on Blackboard. Contact me via email or phone and we can discuss the next step. Next, let's spend a few moments talking about the evaluation methods that are going to be used in the course. As noted in the course syllabus, there are 550 points available in this course. The majority of points are spread between the weekly discussion boards and the case study analysis projects. However, there is an introductory activity, some self-check quizzes, and a reflection to balance out the course. Needless to say, the projects are extremely important to this course and incorporate most of what you're going to learn during these 6 weeks. A few words on student progress. Your grades will be posted on Blackboard under your specific grade book. Please do not email and ask for grades. Additionally, feedback will be given on each assignment. This will be done in a number of ways. First, feedback can be left in the grade book. Discussion boards will be responded to directly, and you may receive emails to your EK email address with feedback if necessary. Regarding attendance, you obviously will not be required to come to a physical classroom, but you are expected to participate in this course on a weekly basis. Most of the time, this course will require daily work. 6 weeks will go by very quickly, and you must be disciplined and keep up. Students who do not complete the introductory activities, as noted in the syllabus, will be subject to disenrollment under EKU's first day attendance program. In this course and in other courses of EKU, we will exercise netiquette. Simply put, netiquette or network etiquette is the contemporary term for the proper way we communicate and interact with each other using the World Wide Web. There are several general guidelines for proper netiquette. Remember your emotions. Communication over electronic means such as Blackboard discussion boards can be easily misconstrued by tone or other actions such as typing in all capitalized letters. Carefully consider your comments before typing them on the computer. These comments can stick with you for a lifetime. Second, never assume that a person is speaking for the organization in which they work. In this course, it will be assumed that all opinions and correspondence are personal expressions of the author alone. Next, keep all your comments professional. There's no need to converse online in this course with expletives or other slang terminology. Last, but most importantly, use your common sense. Employ the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. This rule can get you through just about any situation, online or off. Finally, there's a couple different sections in the syllabus that we take very seriously here at EKU. First, if you have a disability that may impair your learning, please contact the Office of Services for Individuals with Disabilities here at EKU. The information is included in the syllabus. After you discuss these issues with them, please contact me. Next, please make sure that you're familiar with the academic integrity policy here at EKU. There are no excuses for academic dishonesty, and it will not be tolerated in this course or any other course at EKU. Specifically, make yourself aware of the subpoints under the academic integrity policy in the syllabus. Last, please understand that proceeding in this course acknowledges your agreement to the terms of the syllabus. Further, please note that the instructor reserves the right to alter the contents of this agreement in order to achieve student learning outcomes. If any changes do occur, you're going to be notified of the modification through the Blackboard course announcement feature. Phew, now that we're finished with that boring logistical information, it's time to get started. I'm excited to lead you through the information, and I hope you're eager to learn it. If you have any questions at this point or any other point during the semester, please do not hesitate to contact me or your course facilitators. One key to effective online education is clear and consistent communication with your instructor. I wish you the best of luck in this course, and I feel that you're going to find this information helpful as you progress through your careers.